Hey friends, Shawn here with Manly Made Minute, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to the International Disability Awareness Hop put on by my friend Tracy and Lynn. I'm super honored that they asked me to do this, and so this is my first time doing this, and I think I've prepped. I watched the little prep video, I know the rules, and watched everything that we need to do for this hop. So I just want to start out by saying that I am not affiliated with this hop with any company, any product I'm using. I am simply using product that fit the standards of this hop for the ephemera and different things that I needed to do. And I also just want to call out that this is an awareness hop. So this is an awareness for people with disabilities, whether this be a disability that is visible and you can see, or a disability that is not visible and that you can't see, like mental health or internal kind of disabilities or anything that may not be visible or visible. This is what we'd like to draw awareness to. This hop is a blind challenge, so we are kind of, if you will, using a disability that is visible to do the challenge. But for those of us that are seeing people, this becomes a disability that would be very challenging for us being card makers, right? So we are doing a blind challenge, and I'm really excited to do this. So I think I've got things prepped. I think we are ready. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to my down camera. I'm going to show you how I've prepped really quick. We're going to make 2 cards. Then I'll come back up, prove to you that I am blindfolded, and then we'll go back down to the down camera. I do apologize. I am at my second studio that I have that I don't have all my equipment here to do my little inset camera here today. So I hope you just trust that once I go down, I will keep that blindfold on. My fidgeting hands will probably prove so anyway. So let's just get started. I'm going to go to the down camera and show you what I've done to get prepped here. So let me just get down to there. All right, here's how I prepped. This is my basket for my first card, and we're going to do a masking technique. So I've created my own mask because I don't have my masking stencils here with me, but this would be as if I had a masking stencil to do kind of a silhouette type of stamp. I have put 1 foam square here and 2 here, meaning the 1 needs to go in the bottom right hand corner, and I'm going to do my first color on the bottom side. So if I feel 1, and then 2, the second color is going to go on the top side. Then the second part of this is a stencil. I'm going to grab a stencil and overlay and then re-ink blend over. Part of the rules is I need to ink blend and I need to use a stencil. Then I will remove this off of my card base. I put a little piece of tape here up in the corner, like a little tab, so I know which side is up and to the right. And then I will remove that, and then I'm going to put my ephemera that I've created. And I just have stamped out a floral stamp and used the stencils prior to and colored this in. I've got another one I'll show you. I've pre-made my stencil, so this is going to become my ephemera, if you will, and then my sentiment. I have to have a sentiment and at least 1 ephemera on my card. And then I'm going to just ink blend the edges with this. Actually, I've done my ink blending. I've done my ink blending with the mask, so I don't need to do that. I'm going to do that on the second card. Second card, I'm using the same stamp, so I have taken a scratch piece of paper that I had ink blended and tested colors on, stamped out my same stamp, die cut it out, so that's my ephemera. Then I'm going to take 2 colors, and on my ink pads, on the first card and on this card, I have put 1 for my dimensional for my first card. Now if I lose the bottom, I have put 1 on the bottom so I can find it and put them together. And then 2 for my second color and 2 in the bottom if I need to put them together. And I've done that the same with my brushes, 1 and 2, so I can match them up and feel. I'm going to do just a plaid pattern by doing some dragging of my ink, and then I'm going to ink blend the edges with the second color and add my ephemera, but I'm going to stamp. I also have to do a stamp. I will then take my Misty, and I'm going to stamp this floral in the corner. I have not applied the stamp, or pre-applied it. I will do that blind as well, and then I'll put my ephemera over the top of that. All right? That is what I have done to prep. Let me get these back. I have my black over here to the side just so that it's ready to go. I'm going to come up to my main camera, blindfold myself so I cannot see anything. And before I put this on, I'm going to go to my down camera and let's get started. So I have, I'm just going to make sure my down camera is on. It is. I'm going to center this just a little bit and we're going to get started. So I'm going to grab my first basket and I'm going to grab my card base and find my little piece of tape here in the corner. And then I've got my 1 and my 2. So my 2 needs to be up. I'm going to stack these nice and neat and put this on my sticky mat. Now I didn't tape this top side down, so I'm going to try to hold that the best that I can. And now I need to find my brush with the 1. This is the 1. I'll take the cap off of that, put it in my basket. So that's my 1. Then, I hope you guys can see my basket here. If not, I'm just... Alright, there's my 1. I'm going to put this actually here in the corner. Maybe I won't lose it if it sticks to my... Oh, look at that. And then I'm going to put this lid over here. I didn't even think of that before. Hiya! Didn't even think of that. Alright, now I've got my ink and my 1. Now I'll just find my ink pad, make sure I'm on the top of that. And load that up really, really good. I just picked colors that I thought would go well. And now I've got to realign that. I can feel it move. I might have to do 1 color realign, then 1 color realign. Alright, so here's my bottom edge. The ink blending I feel like is the hardest as you do this because you can't tell how even you are. You can't tell, are you getting it, you know, I should probably kind of keep my finger so I kind of go center. Try to do a good blend as much as I can visualize covering that card. I feel it tore a little bit, but that's okay. I knew it was probably torn a little bit in that corner. You know, it's like you want to envision like a nice little ombre. I'm going to do one more with some ink. You know, as card makers, we can visualize coming onto the paper and not getting the blotch and things, but boy, this just creates it. You got to visualize big time with your fingers. Okay, I'm going to put this one aside, and I'm going to grab my lid and put this one away, and grab the one that has the 2 on it. That's my 2. Stick that to the sticky mat good. Man, these sticky mats really come in handy when you've got something like this. Now I got to find my brush that had the 2 on it. My 2, I think I got the lid on there, yeah. Alright. I'm holding the head of the brush to make sure I'm staying on the ink pad. Alright, now find the top of the card. I probably got ink on my fingers. I'll use this hand. Starting here. Coming across. You know, and also it's like when a person that does this, and I know my friend Christy shared a video where she had a friend of hers who's legally blind make her cards for the video, and pre-shared the video, so I knew I was on the right track. And I have the luxury of being able to take my blindfold off and see my final result. She does not. Like, she's got to go by feel and trust, and you know, I feel like this just also calls out for me, like, really appreciating, you know, if somebody makes you something handmade, doesn't care how good they are, doesn't care if it's a good card, bad card, or a good crafting project, or a good painting. It's the effort that in the heart that they went in. Like, I'm honestly, seriously trying so hard And that to me it's just bringing a little awareness to me of like, somebody just put their heart and soul into something for you, you know? Okay, so that's my second color. Now I'm going to grab my stencil. It's like, hopefully it's still in my basket. And lay this over the top. And the goal here was just to do the same color over the same spot and get a tone on tone. And go heavy. And I did grab a pretty delicate stencil, I realized that, so I'm aware. I can feel it moving, but that's okay. Okay, now I wanted to do the second color with the stencil, so I'll put this one away. Man, oh man, this sticky mat is a savior. If I can get that off. Is this the first one? Yeah. My fingers feel inky. I feel like my fingers feel inky. And then I need my first brush here. And then just darken that bottom. Alright. It's hard, I can feel the stencil move under my fingertips. Alright, we're going to put this one away. Put that away. Now, what I need, I want to make sure I got, okay, I blended it in my stencil, I can take that off. And now I can take my mask off and set that to the side. I'm done with those. Now I needed to do a stamp before I put my ephemera on. So now I'm going to grab my Misty with my stamp on top here. And this is my top corner, so that's going to go right in to my Misty. And then I wanted that floral across that top edge. And then once I do it, I'm just going to leave it there because I'm going to do the same spot for the other one. And make sure I got the right side down. Alright, so then there's my corner, and I just wanted to go across the corner with it and off both edges. Like so. Okay, put that back in its spot. My sticky mat is not very sticky on the inside. Now grab my black, which I knew was way off to the edge of my mat there. Almost done with this basket, so I'm not going to push it off too far. Okay. Man, it really brings awareness to feeling things and making sure that you've got the whole thing. I'm going to put this on my sticky mat so I don't lose it. Even though I know the ink is up, so put that on my sticky mat right there. And make sure my card base is tucked in the corner again. Feel, 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 feel. Oh, I probably just landed right on my ink pad. I'm setting it right here against my glass mat. I have a magnetic mat back in my other studio, and I know that would probably be just ideal for like holding stuff down and... Okay. I'm going to leave that stamp where it is because I'm going to use that for my second one. And now I just flipped this and I don't remember which side was up. Oh, well, if it's over here, so it has to be the top right. Yeah, because it was, yep. Okay, now I'm going to take my ephemera. That's my sentiment. Oh, I didn't do my my dimensionals for this. So I'm going to actually assume I had it right side up, and I had glue somewhere. Here's my glue. I just have a feeling I'm going to get glue like all over my fingers right now. Yep. I had every intention of putting dimensionals on this, and I'm hoping I have it on the right side. And I'm going to stick this right off the edge of my mat again. Alright. I know the leaves were on the, like this is tip to tip, so I'm just going to flip this, and then I've got like this corner and this corner. I just want to try to keep that as much as I can. Like so. And then I had a sentiment with dimensionals on it already. Perfect. And I remember this had a C. This feels like the rounded side of the C. So I'm going to take off my papers. Actually, just going to throw the papers in my pocket so I don't get them stuck on anything. And then one over here. Alright, I believe this was my C. That's my top corner, my bottom corner, top edge. So I either got it upside down or not, I don't know. Alright, there's my first card. And I'm going to set this over to the side. We'll look at this when I'm done. Now I'm going to start my second card. And I'm going to, I think I was done with this, right? I'm done with this basket, so I'm going to set this one off. I'm going to bring my other basket over. Alright, now I had my cardstock. Upper right is right there. And we're going to go with my first color. And we're just going to set this on my mat so I don't lose it. Now what I wanted to do is like diagonal plaid. So I'm just going to stripe this. With the first color. Okay, then my second color. If I went this way, I've got to go this way. So we'll start down in this corner here. Like so. Oh wait, now I want to take this color, my second color, with the second brush. And I want to ink blend the edges of this one. Like so. Just get a little edging on that. My fingers are probably so inked up with fingerprints now all over. Put that back and that back. Now I need to stamp that floral again. Plus the Misty has the the wall that I can use to create lining up. And then get that black ink was over here somewhere in the corner. I felt my glue, and that black should have been right here somewhere. Did I sit over here? Oh, I did. I think the lid's off of it too. Yep. Okay. This is the card. Alright, let's just ink this up. So same style as what I wanted, just the floral in the corner. I just want to make sure I got it good and inked. It's easy when you got an edge to find, to lay things off of an edge. Make sure that adheres pretty good. And then I just need to do a little bit of stenciling. And I grabbed a two stencil thing. It's a Christmas light, so I'm going to use the bottom portion of it that has the dots to do some dots on this. I'm just going to set that over here. Top edge. Hopefully I'm still in frame. I don't have a helper to help me, so I'm hoping I'm still in frame for the camera. I'm trying not to move my glass mat, so. Okay, so here's my first one. Let me set that out first. Just set that on I'm just sticking it down. All right, now this one I know the wobbly portion was not. This is the bottom solid portion that doesn't wobble, has the dots on it. Oh, there's my ephemera. Okay. That's the lid. Here's the ink. I didn't put it on the right side. That's funny. I just want random dots, basically. Good and inked up. All right. That is it. Let me just put everything on. Okay. Where's my sentiment in here? Should have been a sentiment. There it is. Okay. I'm just going to keep that sentiment right there on the edge. And I didn't put, well, I grabbed it like this, I think. So, let's see. Glue. When you got these little bits on the outside, the little leaves and stuff, you can't guarantee you're going to get that down, that's for sure. All right. Oh, that's the stencil still on there, isn't it? I'm done with that. We'll just get it full on out of my way. All right, here's my piece of tape in my corner. That's a corner. That's a corner. That's my sticky side. I want a corner. Corner to corner. Like so. I don't know how much glue I got on that. Hopefully it's sticking. Now this one I remember said thank you. And the thank you should be thinner at the bottom. So that's my bottom. And I got some dimensionals on this one, and then I am done with my card, you guys. That's 2 cards. I can't believe it. Okay, so there's my bottom corner, and like that. I envision these being absolutely adorable and perfect. All right, that is my second card. All right, let's take a look. I'm going to take my blindfold off. All right. Oh my gosh. Not too shabby. I am so proud of these. You have no idea. I think these look fantastic. So I'm gonna go up to my face cam. Ooh, bright. It's bright. I'm so proud of these. I think these look absolutely fantastic. I envisioned fingerprints. I mean, I got pretty inky. I envisioned fingerprints all over these. That was supposed to be this way, but it works this way. So I'll take the little piece of tape off. I am so proud of these. There you have it, you guys. This was the blind challenge for International Disabilities Awareness Day. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Lynn, for having me a part of this hop. I'm super proud to have been asked and super proud to have done this to draw awareness to any disability that anyone may have. And remember, when somebody makes you something handmade, no matter how it looks, think of the heart and soul that went into it, and that's what really truly matters, right? Thank you all so very much, and until next time. And be sure to hop along. Be sure to hop to the next people. I'm doing pre-recorded. I could not do live because of my work commitments, but be sure to hop along and give everybody else some love. Until next time, I'll see you then.